YouTube? It's Chris here. Now, giving you guys a quick heads up, I don't have my tripod today because, well, it's broke. So, but I'm giving you guys a quick update. This is the GI Tanto from SlySteel. I'm really excited to do this. Today I'm going to be doing some testing, it's going to be a review, and I'm going to be doing mods. So it's going to be just a full-on, pretty long freaking video. So let's not waste any time and open this bad boy up. Alright guys, sorry about the first initial glitch. Yeah, I was kind of lazy and didn't refilm it. I was able to, this is the next day. I have my tripod now. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all of the crazy details about the GI Tanto from SlySteel because, well, it's probably for a fixed blade knife. Probably the most famous one in the world. The reason I say that is there are more videos on this particular knife than anything I've ever seen. And everyone's interested in it because it's big, it's heavy, it's thick, it's sturdy, it's strong, and it's dirt freaking cheap. Say that I did my job correctly. I'm going to be posting information in the description box below with all of the specs and the pricing and where you can find this knife, which is pretty much anywhere. So, not to bog you down with all that. Now, just to give you guys a quick heads up, this is not the first time I've owned this particular knife. Now, this one is brand new for me, and when I lived in Texas and some other states that I lived in, I've already had this knife before, and I loved it. Never modded it, so today is going to be very, very special for me. I'm going to be doing some things that pretty much everyone else has done. I'm going to be paracord wrapping the handle, and I'm going to be taking the scales off. The sheath, I love. The sheath is awesome. It clicks in really sturdy. It holds a really super tight fit, and it's got the strap down for it. This is probably one of the best sheaths for any knife I've freaking ever seen. By comparison, like we're gonna go like price to sheath ratio here. Now I know it's like kind of like a Kydex, like a thermoplastic. It's not really, but knife companies, this is my rant to you right here. I am so sick and tired of you guys telling us that it's too expensive to put a Kydex sheath or make a sheath of this nature this well designed because it would drive your costs up. I don't want to hear it. You're lying. You are lying. This is a freaking $22 knife, street price right now. I think on SlySteel.com, I think it's like 39 or 49 bucks. So it's dirt cheap. It's like DropForged 1055 carbon steel. It's not the best steel, but it's really, really tough. But there is literally no play when you click this thing in. I'm not even going to strap this thing down. See, look. No rattle whatsoever. Every knife company in the world, get your act together. This is ridiculous. This is a freaking sub $25 knife. And the sheath is awesome. Now with that said, handle scales suck. That's why I'm going to be taking the handle scales off. So, I'm going to be working on that. And a mod that I've actually seen on another video, yes, I am taking it from another video, but it was a great idea. And it was genius, and there's nothing saying I can't do it myself. And it gives you guys an idea. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to order, I don't have it yet, I'm going to be ordering a small, like, pistol magazine pouch. And what I'm going to be doing with it is, it's just a single magazine pouch. I mean, if you want to go big or go home, you can get the double, but double's going to be a little too wide. The single will be perfect. And you put the magazine pouch here, and there's the straps on the inside that'll connect to a utility belt or a web belt or anything of that nature. And I'm going to take zip ties and go through the holes and secure it down. So I can fit multi-tools, fire starting kits, wet fire, anything of that nature. So basically, turning this fighting knife into a survival knife and making it very, very functional. And pistol pouches, you can buy them on freaking Amazon, you can buy them anywhere, they're dirt freaking cheap. Especially the single mag ones, they're really, really cheap. And if you want to go a little crazy, I know you can probably get the, I think it's the MP5 magazine, and it'll probably go from here all the way down to here. I mean, it'll probably stretch the entire length of the blade. But but I like them because they have the strap that goes over the top. It gives you an extra pouch to put some room in. The only thing I won't have the ability to do is fit like snugly, because some of the other knife sheaths actually have like a big thick strap of elastic that goes down. I might be able to work on a fix for that actually, so who knows. But for the time being, for this particular video, the only thing I'm going to do is paracord wrapping it, and then I'm going to do some testing. So you guys get to see a little bit of modification to it, and then you're going to see some testing. So the review of this knife is, I love it. Don't like the handle scales, but I love the knife, I love the sheath. Then now I'm going to go and fix the paracord. So let's get started. Alright, at this stage I have the handle scales taken off, and now I'm going to wrap the inner area with hockey tape, so I can provide some cushion and some better grip for my hands and the paracord. My assumption is going to make it more comfortable overall when it's wrapped in paracord. So let's move on to the next step. Alright guys, what I did is I hockey tape wrapped this, and then on the ends I actually super glued it. But right there at that the hole closest to the hockey tape is one of the screw holes where I plan on actually threading and then tying off the paracord through that end. So I wrapped it in about 6 or 7 layers of hockey tape to actually make it more comfortable. And realistically, if you absolutely had to, it's comfortable enough to get the job done. It's not ideal. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But I wanted some shock absorption between the all metal and the paracord, because, well, that can be a little stiff. So I wanted a little bit of cushion, so there was a little give in the knife when I'm handling it, so I can use it for a longer period of time if I need to. So let's move on to the next step. Alright guys, now what I'm going to do is take the piece of shock cord off to the left and put it in as a lanyard. And then I'm going to be taking this extra beefy paracord bracelet from the Friendly Swede, taking it apart and actually using that as the handle wrap. Let's get started. Alright guys, here's the finished product. Got the paracord wrap on there that has the hockey tape underneath and the shock cord lanyard. And just to show you, it looks really nice. I like it. It's not my best work ever, but this looks pretty good. And something else I want to do with the sheath is take a single pistol magazine pouch, and I'm going to use twisty zip ties, and put it somewhere within the grommet holes in the strapping that they provide. There's ample strapping available, and I'll actually hook it up so then I can put a small tool. And I just ordered the pouch and the Gerber Dime multi-tool because, one, it's new and I want to test it and review it for you guys, but also it's going to be nice and small and it'll fit to the pouch, and I can put some wet fire, some SlySteel, a lighter in there, some fire starting capabilities, maybe a miniature fishing kit in there, just have some fun with it and make my own little mod with that. So, but for now, let's get to testing. Alright, let's try to take the GI Tanto and break this can. Now, with every video you've ever seen, this should not be a problem. Not an issue at all. Broke right through it. Alright, one of the first tests I'm going to do for you today is we're going to cut paracord. This is the 7-strand 550, the most common type. There are tougher strands out there, which is a 750 cord, but this has no issue cutting this cord at all. Alright, next what we're going to do is cut this cardboard. And I actually used the GI Tanto to actually cut this piece out in the beginning anyway. Took no time at all. Alright guys, another test that I would like to do for you is I have these two catalogs, and they're about, I don't know, about 2 or 3 inches deep. About 2 inches deep, about an inch piece. And I want to see how well the Tanto tip is actually, how well it pierces. I haven't really seen that done outside of a cold steel video, so I figured I'd test it out myself and see how well it works. So, let's get going. Let's see how far we got. Oh wow. Holy crap. This is actually really far. I'm looking for when the broken pages stop. And there's no more pages affected. Yeah, I'm getting smaller and smaller now. Holy crap, this thing is going to just keep going. It's like getting smaller and smaller with these pages. There we go, now we're getting to that tip. Alright, there's no more penetration through there. Is there any through here? No? Yep. Yep. And nope. So it made it to page 462. So that is the total penetration from one stab from the GI Tanto from Cold Steel. So I say that did a pretty good job. 462 pages in a book, not bad at all. Alright. I have an old milk jug full of water in the GI Tanto, and we're going to do a bottle cut test and see how well this performs. Really, really well. Now, the Cold Steel GI Tanto is not a bushcraft tool, but let's see if we can baton with it anyway. Technically, the GI Tanto worked, but it definitely was not ideal. Something I want to show you guys, you can see that right there. That is damage from the knife itself on the spine, because near the tip it's so sharp. It was actually jabbing and cutting and stabbing into the wood and ripping it apart. So, as a batoner, I wouldn't recommend it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the testing and somewhat of a review of the Cold Steel GI Tanto. Now, my thoughts on this is definitely a beater knife. This is going to be a really strong contender for a backup knife. Something you use in a defensive situation. I wouldn't be trying to use this as a bushcraft tool. It works, but not... You're going to be really aggravated, and it's going to be more work. It's going to do more harm than good in the long run, I think. But to hunt with and to skin an animal, to throw it using as a fighting knife, And as a last resort, last ditch knife, this knife is perfect. I mean, for under 25 bucks, really long, really strong, sturdy, thick knife. I like it. So as a beater knife, this definitely has my approval. Well, you guys have a good day. That's it for now. I'm out.